Hey friends, welcome back to the Disney Housewife channel. If it's your first time, my name's Heather. I am so excited to finally be bringing you this DIY. I have had it on my schedule for 2 years now, had the supplies, and have not made it yet, but I wanted to share it with you this year. I'm seeing it all over TikTok now, but yeah, I've had this idea for a couple of years, so I hope that you will enjoy it. Super inexpensive, and I hope you guys will try it. For this DIY, you're going to need 2 placemats. You can get them identical or you can get them in the comparable color palettes where you could have a reversible pillow, where you could do like this pattern on one side and maybe Santa or something on the other side and reverse it any time that you chose, depending on your decor. You're going to need some polyfill. You're also going to need some trim, and I chose this from Hobby Lobby last year, and I'm sure that they have it again this year, but this is the one that I chose. You can use your 40% off coupon if it's not already half off. You're going to need some glue sticks and a glue gun. So to begin this DIY, you're going to take both of your placemats and place the back sides together, and then we're just going to glue along the perimeter, and we're going to leave one corner open so we can stuff it. I'm applying some pressure to give it a little added extra security to make sure that it is bonding well. You can actually go through with some fabric glue and put that on there as well to have a little bit of extra hold, but I'm not going to do that today. I might try that in the future to see what the difference is, but honestly, I think this is going to hold up just fine. It's not a pillow we're going to be using, it's just going to be used for decor, so there's not going to be a lot of rough housing on it or anything where it would potentially fall apart. If I notice in the future any gapping, I can always go through and redo it. It won't be that big of a deal. And I do apologize for the terrible angle. And it is okay if some glue comes out of the top because we're going to be covering that with the trim anyway. So it's going to be just fine if you see a little bit of residual glue, or if it bugs you, you can wipe it off. But again, you're not going to see it once we cover it with trim. Remember, again, we're leaving this bottom corner open so we can fill it. So now we're going to grab our polyfill and just start shoving it in. Now that we have our pillow filled, we are just going to finish gluing the bottom. Make sure to push in your polyfill a little bit so you're not getting any glue in it and getting any polyfill stuck to your glue gun. Next, we're gonna start with our trim. If you get any that frays like this, I just go through and put a dollop of hot glue in here and then twist around it, and it kind of seals it so you have a starting point. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep unraveling, and that's so frustrating. So I'm gonna do that really quickly to give it a little spot here. So I'm just gonna twist that up so it'll hold and it won't be coming apart, hopefully. Normally it works. So once your glue has cooled down enough, you can actually press right where you glued it, so it gives it a little bit more security. And then I'm gonna go right where I glued that together and cut it, and hopefully it'll stay. Then I'm gonna give it a little bit more glue on the end, just to make sure we have it completely covered. So now we're going to take the trim across the perimeter of our pillow and just cover up the edge. So if you'll notice, I have not pre-cut this. It's still attached to the roll, and I did that on purpose. You could always pre-measure it out, but with this being a fraying ribbon trim, I wanted to make sure that I could get it out past where I initially put it, so I would have room to work with this here so it wouldn't do the same thing. So what I'm gonna do is untwist it just a little bit and then hot glue in between these strands of this trim, so that when I cut it, it's already intact and I don't have to worry about it fraying any further. So I'm just going to press and hold that for a few seconds to make sure that it has a good bond. Push in these fibers to give them a little smoother appearance. And then I'm going to cut off this trim. Now you notice I do have a little bit fraying there, so I'm just going to touch one little bit of hot glue, and then I'm going to smooth it down with my finger. Please make sure if you're doing this, you are using the silicone grips. Once everything is cooled, you can go through and smooth out your pillow. If you have any lumps in it, you can smooth those out. You can fill yours fuller than this. I just wanted a very thin, slim pillow for decor, so I didn't want anything overly stuffed. But if you would prefer it that way, then you can absolutely do it. Here's what it looks like in the chair. I think it looks so cozy, so inviting, along with this blanket, and it sure beats paying $25 for a pillow at specialty stores. I really love it. I think the gold trim just really sets it off, and the white snow in the background looks nice with the blanket. I hope that you guys will decide to do this craft, and if you do, let me know in the comments below what you chose to do. Tag me on Instagram if you want to share a photo. That's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you guys next time.